Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're live right now with Kingdom Business Radio Show. Enjoy this. Yes, we're with Christian Love.
Okay. Now, how do you have the information to where if any of the guys are listening and they want to be able to go on Facebook and be a part of this group, how would they go about being a part of this group? Okay. LASHAYA. Okay, great, great. All right, you guys can definitely tune in if you weren't able to get that once the show goes off. Not pretty sure of how long it takes, but the shows are archived, so you can always come back and listen to it again and make sure you pick up that information. But make sure you guys check her out, Motivated Men Monday group page, and like that and begin to check her out and read her poetry. Now, you say you get a lot of DMs, so a lot of people give you a lot of the material that you in turn write poems on. So if you guys are listening and you got something on your heart and you want to have that turned into poetry, she's um she's personally answering the DMs. Now I know she's over flooded, so don't be mad if she doesn't get back to you, but she's turning into a celebrity of sorts, if you will. So she's sought after. So you got to make sure you be patient. She'll definitely get back with you. All right. So this Monday you posted a poem. So do you have that available for us to hear? No, we could be exclusive. That's what I'm talking about. It's the debut of our show, one, and we get exclusive. See, that's how we do here. That's exactly how we do. We want the exclusive stuff. We want the stuff that ain't nobody even heard yet. That puts you in a great category. All right, so we got the exclusive. We're listening. Mm, mm, mm. If I had time, I would have you read that again, girl. Jesus. Powerful, 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 powerful. Okay, so now that has yet to be posted. sure that you post that so that the people can go back and read it again. And before we wrap up the show, we're going to give them the information once again where they can go and look at your stuff. We have to move on to the next segment. I want you to know that it was such a pleasure to have you on. I look forward to hearing more work from you each and every Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you tune in to the Kingdom Business Radio Show and catch your Motivated Men's Monday poem. Also going to integrate that Wednesday poem that she does too for the women as well, because she has something for the ladies. Ladies, don't think she forgot you. She did. So we'll put that in later on in the segments as well, so that we can motivate the men and the women of God. So once again, it was a pleasure having you on. I truly appreciate the opportunity to be able to work with you, and I love what God is doing in and through you. And I believe that he's going to touch a lot of people with your poetry.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to move on to the next segment now, guys. Before we do that, we're going to listen to a track by an artist by the name of Versatile. He's actually managed by myself. Versatile's album will be dropping this coming June, and that will be Reality Check. We really, truly believe that it is definitely time for a reality check in the body. One of the things that Ms. Lashea spoke in her poem is that some of this stuff isn't being preached in the church that the people really need to hear. And I know that Versatile definitely has a word. Not only do I manage him, but he's also becoming a great brother to me, a good friend to me. We chop it up on the phone all of the time, and we're able to, iron sharpen iron and express our views. And, he's such a blessing. So we're going to go into a track by Versatile. We're going to listen to that. And when we come back, we're going to have our feature guest for the day, James Toney, author James Toney. We're going to go into ministry, his book, and we're going to do some talking on kingdom business versus worldly business. So check out this track by Versatile. We'll be right back.
Every day I look up in the sky. The future looks so bright. Knowledge. Let's get them, homie. Hey, everybody look to the sky. Wonder what that future brings. Everybody wanna feel this passion. Everybody wanna feel this pain. Everybody wanna feel this hurt. Everybody wanna feel this shame. I really wanna feel this passion. I really wanna feel this pain. Everybody look to the sky. Wonder what that future brings. Everybody wanna feel this passion. Everybody wanna feel this pain. Everybody wanna feel this hurt. Everybody wanna feel this shame. I really wanna feel this passion. I really wanna feel this pain. I'm looking up in the streets. These people looking so lost. I'm riding around in the Cooteville and I'm about to get lost. They look at me like I'm fake, but they don't know that I pray. I believe in him. I've been born again and I know I got to have faith. They look the part, but I shine. They pancake and I grind. We on the clock and it's forced down, but I'm still moving on time. He hearing us and I know. He loving us and it shows. He scared of blood, been raised up and he living us. I know. We hit the block with the truth. These people know it's so real. They're the only man that got murdered, dog, and that never made a big deal. Because the spirit dwelleth in him. And Satan's future so grim. And he the only one I want to live for, so I give my life to tell him. Everybody let's do this. Wonder what that future brings. Everybody want to feel this passion. Everybody want to feel this pain. Everybody want to feel this hurt. Everybody want to feel this shame. But I really want to feel this passion. And I really want to feel this pain. Everybody let's do the sky. Wonder what that future brings. Everybody want to feel this passion. Everybody want to feel this pain. Everybody want to feel this hurt. Everybody want to feel this shame. But I really want to feel this passion. And I really want to feel this pain. Picture pain is so vivid. He took the hurt, he took pain. I can see me straight, they gon' fade to black, so we got to call on his name. He the only one that gon' save me. For the deadly wages of sin. We on the block, you want to Photoshop. Now we out to get it within. In the trenches where they be trapping. In the birds where they do Texas. Man, we all gon' need to see Jesus. When we all gon' stop for the madness. Man, we got to stop the high cap. Put the face in the action. Glorifying what I live to live. Raise the bar and stop sending men. You know the future's so bright. Once and dark, now we got light. Got his wanna feel is shame. But I really wanna feel is passion. And I really wanna feel is pain. First off, praise to the Most High. Yes, Lord. My life changed when I met God. My God. No lie, He the truth and the way. Real talk, I'm so unashamed. He the king, I'm the soldier. Got a call to do the blind, playing no game. I run in my mouth cause I'm ready to do this. The word is my ammo and I am the shooter. Got power, no power, just open my tutors. There once was a time I was living so foolish. Ain't do it before, I just wanted to do it. Losing my days as I check my to-do list. Don't drink no more smoking loud. Got a sober mind, I'm focused now. My future bright, can't see the light. What up, first child? Can't walk my shoes, I don't think they're ready to take persecution. Cause I'm going to heaven in Jesus' name. And you heard the news, he was resurrected. Everybody listen to the sky. Wonder what that future bring. Everybody wanna feel his passion. Everybody wanna feel his pain. Everybody wanna feel his hurt. Everybody wanna feel his shame. But I really wanna feel his passion. And I really wanna feel his pain. Everybody listen to the sky. Wonder what that future bring. Everybody wanna feel his passion. Everybody wanna feel his pain. Everybody wanna feel his hurt. Everybody wanna feel his shame. But I really wanna feel his passion. And I really wanna feel his pain.
All right. So once again, that was Versatile featuring Ray Knowledge, Our Future. You can actually catch that video on Facebook and on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, just type in Versatile featuring Ray Knowledge, Our Future, or you can go to Timothy Griffin on Facebook. You can also go to the Gospel Inc. Network page. We have that posted up. I believe right now we're probably sitting close to over 3,000 views on that video since it's come out, which was just a few days ago. So it's definitely been a blessing to the body. We're definitely getting a lot of support. And don't forget, this coming June 10th will be the kickoff for his album release party. That will be in Bainbridge, Georgia. If you're an artist and you're looking to come out to open up for that event, please be sure to contact us with your information. We're looking to do some great work in the Lord for that come this June. So, Versatile, we love you, brother. You already know it. You're listening in. Shout out to Tanya, Angels of Melody, my sister in the Lord from Detroit, Michigan. She says she's listening in. We definitely want to show love to those who have been doing this music thing for a while. She's been about 10 years running with her radio show out there. I had an opportunity to be interviewed on her show. I love her. I really, really do. She's a great sister in the Lord. Me and her are often on the phone encouraging one another. So shout out to you, babe. I love you. Thanks for listening in. All right, right now we're going to get on the phone with James Toney, who is the author of Mess into Ministry, which is a new book that will be coming out real soon. I'm looking to have him travel with us for some of the engagements that we'll be doing so that you guys can pick up this book. I'm not one to toot people's horns or float anybody's boat, but when I tell you this is a powerful man of God, he is definitely just that, a powerful man of God. So much so that when it comes to mentorship in the body, I have reached out to him and asked that he become my mentor. I believe the Bible says, how can a man learn unless he has a teacher? So this man is definitely that and all right. So James Toney, if you're on the line, we're ready, brother.
Hey, brother, what's going on? How are you doing?
Hey. All right, my brother. First and foremost, I just got to tell the people I love you, man. I really, really do. I appreciate the things that you have done for me and the seeds that you have sown into my life, the words of encouragement that you have given me when I felt like giving up. You know firsthand my story. You know, it's crazy people watching from the outside and they really don't know you, and they form opinions and speculate on you. But it's those people who are with you every day and who have seen you go through your struggles who really know you, and we know each other. And I know that you are a powerful man of God. So it's an honor and privilege to have you to be the first guest on our show. And I know you're going to have a powerful word for the people. So let's get into the book. Tell us about the book. Explain to us how we came about this concept for this book, what we should expect from this book, and who's the author, who wrote this book.
Well, Chris, first of all, let me thank you for this such a humbling And when I say that, I say humbling experience to be on the earmark of what I believe is getting ready to be a serious campaign for the kingdom. And I love the way that the word kingdom, even in its first segment, has been relevant in the conversation. And then I'm going to also give kudos to my little sister. I'm going to adopt her. I already know that already, Tiana. And I'm going to have to place her under one of my Daddy's Girls Incorporated chairman of the board members, because she went off on that, and I just love her passion. And it's easy to depict a person's purpose when you observe their passion. And so I just praise God for her, and I pray a prophetic word of blessing in every place that you go, my dear, that Joshua chapter 1, verses 1 through 8, will be wrapped all into the fiber of your spiritual DNA, and that prosperity and success will follow you, and that the blessings of the Lord will literally will overtake you, will literally tackle you because of the message that you have for the kingdom. And then, last but certainly not least, I give honor to God, who is really my life. He's not even the head of my life. He is my life. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but when you say that God is the head of your life, that means that there's somebody else to compare to the Bible of your life. Right now, I can tell you that my whole life has been dedicated to becoming a bridge for individuals in the body of Christ that have potential to lack opportunity. And so, as a result of turning your message into ministry, it's kind of what I call a seed that will explode in your soul once you read it. As a matter of fact, the concept I lived in the Midwest, in the Chicagoland area, in early parts of my ministry. And one of the things that I would do was traveling back and forth from Iowa to Chicago probably once or twice a month. And there was something that was always some kind of construction that was going on. And it was, and I'm talking, when I was headed towards Chicago, there was this huge piece of the highway equipment that just amazed me. And what it would do is it would beat down and crumble up in the first part of the actual piece of equipment, and then it was just running through to the middle, and it would crunch it off, and then in the end, it would spit it out. And then there would be a roller that would come and press the foundation, and then a new highway was built on that. And I remember the Holy Spirit spoke to me, so that's the way our lives are. God has the ability and the capacity, and He is powerful enough to take all of those things that the devil in John chapter 8, verses 43 and 44, who is the father of lies, has caused us to believe and not allowed us to experience the liberty and the freedom and the resurrection, eternal life that Jesus promised to us in John chapter 10, verse number 10, because He said, I have come that you may have life, regardless of the A part and the mission statement of the enemy, to steal, kill, and to annihilate us because of those obstacles, those paths, those things, those good, those bad, those heavy that have come. He wants us to stay secure. God has an ability as that piece of equipment to take the path, crunch it up, make it a foundation, and then you can become an actual highway to hold it. And so that's what this is all about, my brother. It's really how if a person would be like Abraham. And I think that probably one of the earmarked passages of Scripture that goes along with this book comes from Romans chapter 4, verse number 20. And it reads, I'm going to read starting in verse number 17. It says, as it is written, I have made thee a father of many nations, also to perform. And so if I was to say that to categorize the book, to believe that I pray that it's already people so it's not a long book. I'm not talking about even things is wrong. And in every page, God has led us because He asked who was author. God was the author. But the same God is in Christ who is the author and the finisher of our faith that's spoken of in Hebrews. He was the author. All I did was a ready scribe. I was a kid and was a ready scribe and wrote down the words on the script that God instructed me. And so my prayer is that when I give that book or when someone purchases that book, my prayer is that they would take the words of this. Let's sit down in a conversation. Let's sit down and we're in a conversation because what I believe in is called interactive motivation. And we just sit down and through this book, I've been told it seems as if you were sitting there and just talking to us. That was the purpose. That we would sit down and reason together. As God said that He would do just as in the book of Isaiah. He said, come, let us reason together, says the Lord. And though your sins be as scarlet, I can make them white as snow. He said, let's reason together. Let's confer about this thing. And at the end of the day, if you just believe and you walk in that which I have shared with you, I truly believe you will be victorious even over the most wicked path that the enemy keeps showing up in your face. And so I hope I didn't get too much of a monologue in this thing, because that's exactly what the book is about.
Well, I know personally, just from experience with you, that just in talking to you in different points of my life and things that I've gone through, and the motivation that you give for the listeners, this guy is one who talks and your mouth just drops, and you just the way he breaks things down and his understanding of the word. And if you ever get a chance to actually see him personally, you can see the spirit on him, and you can tell that when he's speaking, he's just not speaking from self, but it's God speaking through him. And it is definitely a book that I encourage everyone who is listening to get an opportunity to pick up. You have to read this book. It is a necessity to have in your collection. It is one that you will read over and over and over again at different points in your life, and it is definitely a blessing to have. So we understand God. He's the author of the book. He just used you as a vessel to write the book. Give us James Toney, though. Who is James Toney?
I would say if I were to describe in as few words or less, I would say it would come into this. It would be mentoring is my passion, and my passion is my life. I've been involved in the area of mentoring and discipling for over 25 years. I've had some great men. I would say that my life is a combination of great men who have poured into me. I understand the principle of discipleship. I understand the principle of mentoring. I understand that comes with relationship, that comes with transparency, that comes with patience, that comes with pace study. It was just like what Jesus did with his disciples. And that's what I am. I say that because when you ask who am I, and once I understood the real message of Jesus, when Jesus told us in Matthew 28, verses 18 through 20, and he was beginning this earth, he says, I have given to you inherent power. And this is what I want you to do with this power. This is the last living testament Jesus gave to us before he ascended into with the Father. He says, I want you guys to take this authority that I have given to you, and I want to simply want you to do one thing, and that is I want you to go and make disciples in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, not just around where you are, but I'm talking about all over the world. And you ask the question, how is that going to be done? Well, it's done by the principle by which Jesus has given us. It's just like when I share with you, or even about the book. The book was written with the foundation of discipleship. It was written so that when you have come and you have been converted, it's the same thing that Jesus told Peter. Once you have been converted, you turn around and you strengthen the brother. Paul said to us in the book of Romans, if you transliterate that word, restore, it means to take a broken arm, as a doctor takes a broken arm and puts it back together and wraps it around with a cast, and then wraps it out and then puts it in a stationary place where it can mend together. That's what we are to do. So if you ask me, a Christian, what my life is all about, my life is about restoration. I've seen some broken people restored. I've seen some people who were hurt no longer hurt. I've seen some people who were buried in the ashes, and because they trusted the word of God, and because they believed in the word of God, and because for the first time in their lives, for God, as it says in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 6, it says, if this gospel is hid, it is hid to them that are lost. For the God of this world has blinded the minds of them that believe not, least the glorious gospel of God, who is the image of Christ, shall shine into them. And I'm going to tell you right now, brother, I'm telling you, I don't know where we are in the body of Christ, but we go a little bit of, we just kind of go a little bit everywhere. And under all of the smoke screen and all of the fancy lights and all of the techno and all of the technology, let me tell you something. We got to get back to the basics of Jesus saying we got to make disciples. And the question that I ask everybody in the body of Christ when I'm dealing with discipleship with a passion, I ask them, how many people have you discipled? Not how many churches you go to, not how big is your church, but I've asked pastors to the pew, how many disciples do you have? And they say, I don't have any. I said, do you realize that is the first thing that Jesus wants us to do, to go and make disciples? So who am I? Christian. I can tell you this is who I am. I am a man after God's own heart, and to commit myself and to champion myself to teach as many people as I possibly can the simplicity of Jesus Christ. We got so deep and we forgot about who Jesus is. And Jesus wasn't deep. Jesus got, and he dealt with people. He dealt with them on the head and heart to heart and face to breast. To the degree that the people that were in position hated him, and he was loved by those that were so called beneath. And so I like to say that I'm a person of people. I remember one time that I was blessed to go to I was in Nigeria, Africa, and we went over there for a pastor's conference and a medical mission. I went over there a couple of times, and the first time I had gone over there was for the pastor's conference, and I was honored to speak at this pastor's conference. And when it came down to them looking where I worked at, where was I? They couldn't find me because I was in the midst of the people. I wanted them to understand that, no, I didn't come over here to stand on the stage. I came over here to give my life. As Christ gave his life for me, so I give my life for another. And so when you ask myself, when you ask that question, Chris, it's a loaded question. And I just tell people that my life has become a living testimony to those that are without, to prove that if God can do it with me, if God can do it for me, if he can save and place me in a place, as David said in Psalm 40, he said, I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto my cry. And it says that I was in a horrible pit and I was in a marvelous clay. He said, but then God placed my feet upon a rock and he established my going. And now he has put a new soul into my mouth, and many shall hear it, and many shall hear it, and they shall fear the Lord. That's what my life is all about, bro. I want to let folks know that yes, I have built the top, and I have built the top. I understand what it means to have and what it means to have not. But in all things, I have made all things to all men that I made by all men saved from. And so that's what I'm all about, bro. I like that.
Amen. Once again, I know this firsthand by, interacting with you and just seeing the way you move in your ministry. And one of the reasons why you were definitely my first choice for this show is because this is what this show is all about. You've seen my trials and my tribulations and the things that I've gone through, and I watch as people, and I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, I'm just going to keep it real, but so-called ministry-minded people and so-called kingdom-building people who use this forum as a tool for themselves. It has nothing to do with building the kingdom. It has nothing to do with impacting other people lives. It has everything to do with creating a name for themselves, building their business or their brand by using gospel in their terminology, or kingdom building in their terminology, versus a person like myself who every day of his life dedicates his life first and foremost to God, and then secondly to build up those people who God has called to be kingdom builders. To iron sharpen iron thing, reaching out to people who I believe God is using to build the kingdom, being able to build disciples, people who will go forward. When God gave me the vision of Gospel Inc. and the kingdom business, He came to me and He said, "You're going to take the gospel to the four corners of the earth." And my question to Him was, "How am I going to do that?" And He said, "I'm going to give you a network. I'm going to give you people who are going to join forces with you, and you guys are going to take it." But when He gave me the vision, He said, "You're going to take the gospel." He didn't say you're going to take yourself. He didn't say you're going to take a company. He didn't say you're going to take, anything outside of the gospel. So if it's not gospel based, if it's not kingdom building, if it's not building disciples, if it's not encouraging one another, if it's not joining forces to build the kingdom, then why are we doing it? I believe that we're lost right now with people who run around self-seeking and want to get accolades and want to be seen on high stages, but don't want to bring Jesus along with them.
It's interesting that you said, and I know it's about that passage of scripture. I want to read a passage of scripture again. You know how I just love God's word. And it says in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, it says in verse number 8, it says, "We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord." Here's the verse. Verse 9, "Wherefore we labor, that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of Him." And when the Lord gave me that passage, and I dealt with that thing on what is the difference between ambition, man's ambition, and holy ambition. And I can tell you this in short, that man's ambition will not be accepted by God. But if we have a holy ambition, if we focus on pleasing God, making ourselves holy and accepted. Now, mind you, I ain't saying about being perfect. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about perfection here. We're talking about the intent of our heart to be bent toward being acceptable to God. And so now I'm to the point now, Chris, that I don't do it fine. I don't just speak at places just because if somebody wants to hear me speak. If it's not an appointment, I cannot be a part of it because I'm an ambassador from God. I don't do it for honorarium. If they want to bless me, then they bless me. But wherever God guides, He always provides. And for His vision through me, He always makes provision. And so that's a whole other subject matter. And we don't want to get on and make anybody mad. But the fact of the matter is, if we're not doing this for the acceptance of God, then our labor is going to be in vain. And I want to be one of those. He said, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. For you have been faithful over the few. And now, come on up. So I'll make you ruler over many." And I've always joked in my ministry. I said, "Lord, I'm a little fella. So you know what? Give me a little planet, and I'll be the president of Pluto, and I'll be fine."
Amen. We do have some questions on the line. So if anybody has any questions for James Toney, we do invite you. Press the number 1 on your phone. That will invite you into the guest queue, and then we can get you live online so we can get some of these questions out of the way before we move forward. So if we have any callers on the line, we definitely invite you to call or press 1 so that we can get you on the line for any questions that you may have. Do we have any callers? Okay, not sure if we have any callers at the moment, but we'll definitely put that appeal back out there in a little while. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, then, we're going to go into a music selection right now, real quick, and then when we come back, if we have callers that are ready to go, then we'll definitely take on those callers. We'll on a couple of questions. We'll get back to James Toney and finish up our discussion with him and let him get on his way back to what he has to do. Right now, we're going to listen. If you checked out if you were able to check out the intro to our show, it's a young man by the name of Mike Jeezy, who I also have the pleasure to manage as well. He has an album that will be dropping real soon. We're very happy to have him a part of what we're doing over here at Gospel Inc. Turn It Up on High is an excellent track. Something you can definitely pump in your ride. It definitely is filled with the word of God. So we're going to play that real quick, and then when we come back, we're going to finish up our conversation with James Toney. Once again, if you want to ask any questions, you can just simply press the 1 key, and that will allow you to be able to listen to or talk to. I'm sorry, James comes up. Mr. Toney, hold the seat for a minute. We're about to get into Mike Jeezy's Turn It Up on High. Come back with a couple of questions. All right, turn it back.
Yeah, Mike Jeezy. That's right. It's saying the book of Psalms, make a joyful noise unto the Lord. That's right. So you know what? Let's go. He's gonna make a little bit right now. Turn it up on high. Loving holy tracks in the back of the Cadillac while we snapping so dramatic. Turn it up on high. Go west, I'm shaking the block. It ain't no stopping. We